Hi, I'm Annabel Karmel and welcome to the Team Whole Grain Kitchen. Did you know that 90% of Brits don't eat enough whole grains? And it's a much overlooked but very important part of our diet. And research shows that it gives us an enormous boost to our health because it contains so many great benefits like minerals, B vitamins and carbohydrates. And that's why I've devised a series of tasty and nutritious recipes for children and families using Nestle whole grain cereals. Today I'm going to make these nutritious, yummy, shredded wheat salmon fish cakes. They're easy to make and they taste delicious. And they're perfect for a light lunch or an easy supper. First of all, I'm going to crush up these bite-sized shredded wheat. And the great thing about these is they're 100% whole grain and there's no added salt or sugar. So you could crush these with your fingers or you could put them in a bag and crush them with a rolling pin. Now I'm going to add some cooked mashed potato and some spring onions. And I'm going to add some fresh dill. And I'm going to add some diced salmon, some lovely fresh diced salmon, which is great because that's full of essential fatty acids, which is really important for kids. And a little bit of lemon juice. And then to season them, I'm going to add some light mayonnaise, a little bit of ketchup, and a little bit of sweet chili sauce. And finally, I'm going to add some freshly grated Parmesan cheese. And then all you need to do, because you don't need to cook the salmon at all, which is really easy, is you mix it all together. And you get the most wonderful flavour. Okay, so when that's all mixed together, you get to the fun part, which is where you make it into balls using your hands. So I'm just going to pop these in the fridge for a few hours so they can chill and firm up. And I've got some here that have been chilled. Take these out, pop them over here, and now we're going to make the coating for the fish cakes. So I've got some bite-sized shredded wheat, and I'm going to add some freshly grated Parmesan to that, and just mix it together. And then to get the crumbs to stick onto the fish cakes, I need to have some beaten egg. So I'm going to crack open 2 eggs, and then just whisk them together. So this is all fun for you to do with your kids. And it's a really nice idea, like at the weekend or when it's like a holiday for your kids, so you invite some friends over. Okay, now all you need to do is dip your fish cake into the egg, just let the excess drip off. Then you put it into the cheesy shredded wheat crumbs. And then I'm going to double dip. So I'm going to dip it back into the egg because it gives a nice crunchy coating. And then back into the crumbs. There you go. And then I'm going to just pop it down on this board and just pat it down a bit. Just pinch in the side here to make it into a tail. Now, you may think it doesn't look that much like a fish at the moment, but by the time I put on the eyes and the fins and the bubbles, I think you'll see how it transforms into a fish. And now we're ready to cook them. So I've got my pan here with a little bit of oil. I'm going to pop in 2 of these salmon fish cakes and we're going to cook them for about 2 to 3 minutes. So if you teach your children about healthy ingredients like whole grains, then it will become part of their daily diet. So it's really important that you cook with them. So that looks lovely. It's nice and golden, it's smelling wonderful. So now we're going to decorate the fish. Pop them down on the plate. And I've got over here some boiled egg, some radishes and some cooked mange tout, a little bit of parsley and some peas that I've cooked. So now the fun part, and it's time to decorate. So there we are, looking much more like a fish. And this is just one of the recipes I've created using Nestle whole grain cereals. And I've also made recipes using Cheerios and Shreddies. And if you want more information, go to the website wholegrain.co.uk. And remember, all Nestle cereals contain whole grain. So look for the green banner on the box and think whole grain guaranteed.